Alrighty guys, welcome to another chart analysis. Gonna do just a quick rundown on GJ. So currently on the monthly time frame, realize that it's in an option, giving us sort of a double top right here. You see where price rejected from this level, which is pretty much right where double top is. So just gonna mark that off. Not much to see on the monthly time frame. So on the weekly, we realized that we did get this candle closing bearish first candle since this little bullish run right here. Um just keeping that in mind, nothing of great concern as it relates to a potential move just yet. So on the daily time frame, we realized now that price has retested this little area here, so I'm gonna just make a note of that as well. Just like that. All right, so drop down to the 4.0 where we started trading. So right here, we got in some buys based off of the retest of this area right here. You can also go ahead to throw a 4.0 trend line on here using majority of pricing in this area for the bottom of the trend line. So we keep that there. As it relates to the 4.0, you would have a potential fib from this low to this high. Keeping that in mind. However, we're gonna dive down into seeing what we're gonna get right this minute off of GJ. So currently it's showing where we have rejected this area, not a big rejection, but something to note. Now I'm drawing this trend line based on the fact that it's the first possible pullback that we've gotten since this push right here. So we pay attention to that. Now on minor structure, currently we don't have an area to throw a fib for a buy or for continued buys. So we want to mark some areas for potential where GJ can play into. So right here would be one for pullback. So although price has created this level right here, and we need to see it breaking below this level. Now, ideally, we'd want to see something of the sort to this possible. All right, so this is a big play, but this is a potential move. As for right now, though, looking at the easy money, would wait for breaks to take it back down to this level and then to see how price reacts. So currently we want to see how price reacts in this level right here before we look to continue for the buys. If we're looking at, if it's a case where price failed to break below, then of course we would just wait on the break and the retest of the trend line in order to continue for buys. Now, should we throw a fib on here? I believe we're gonna target this area first and then ultimately here for a potential double top on the 1 hour time frame. So if we should throw a fib on here, then it's gonna look something like this. Yeah, just as I said, so TP1 would be right in this area, TP2 would be that double top. So for right now, this is what I'm looking at for GJ. Looking to see if we get the pullback. If we get the pullback into this zone, then right here, I'll be adapting to continued buys because we're already in buys on GJ. And if it fails to retest this area, then I just continued to look for additional entries as it relates to a break and retest of this trend line and this minor zone that we have here. So for GJ, I'm bullish. However, this can be also a play, an impulse correction and continuation to go into the downside to tap back into this area right down here. So if we were to look at a fib for this structure, then it would be just this. And as I said, it would drop right back into this area. So this is a possibility as well. So hence we want to stay adaptive. So right now we wait until the market gives a signal. So if we're breaking down, fine, the sells can be taken to this area and then we wait to see, do we get a rejection or are we breaking through? If we start breaking through this area, then the trend line would be our next stop just to see how price reacts to this zone before we make any other move. So that is the overall outlook that I have as it relates to GJ for this week.